Hello, Stephen Tanzi here, and I'm going to be talking to you about Wingspan today. Now, Wingspan is a board game, but also in this case, I'll be playing the video game version of it. And it's a game about birds, which younger me would be like, why the heck would anyone play a game like this? But older me is like, wow, birds. And so, yeah, I'm just going to go over what this is. This is for our duck contest, so my goal is going to be to find a duck in this game. And we're going to ignore the fact that I need a haircut. Alright, so now that we're in the game, I can go over kind of what you can do. So there's 4 rounds in this game. Each round has a set number of turns that gets shorter and shorter. At the end of each round, there's a goal, which are listed up here, and if I moused over without this screen here, it would tell me what each thing is. So this one is like birds in field habitat, or total birds, for example. So let me go into how this game is played. So this is how the game starts. You can choose 5 things between food and birds. On the bird cards, this is the habitat they can be played into. This is their food cost, so this means worm or wheat, and this would be 2 worms. This is how many points they're worth. This is the type of nest they lay in, which, for example, comes in here for a goal where it says eggs in that type of nest. Wingspan size, which comes in with some bird effects. It'll be like, oh, if a bird is under this, get points. And then powers, if the bird has them. Some don't, and some are only once, and some are every time the card is activated, which I'll go into in a moment. So let's see. Next, choose a bonus card. Now, this is a secret card that you get more bonus points if you complete it. If not, again, you don't lose anything. In the forest, you can get food from the bird feeder. Now, the food is listed here. There are all the different symbols. This over here is how many turns are left in this round. And this is the amount of food you have as well as the amount of eggs you've laid. Now, to play a bird in here, you just need the food cost, right? So the game is telling me, hey, you can play this woodpecker right here because I have either a worm or a wheat. I happen to have both. So we can play the card there. In this section is where you get food, like I said. So, say I didn't want to play it. I was like, oh, I just want food. You can do 1 thing per turn. So, say I was like, no, I don't want to play it. I want food. You click here, and then you gain 1 food die. As you play birds in the category, your abilities level up. So, if I were to play this card here, my turn would end. Then, next turn, I'd be able to use this bonus ability here, which is a dice, and if I trade in a bird, I get a second dice. Now up here is the egg cost. So first bird in each category is free. More birds cost eggs, which, makes sense. And how do you get eggs? Well, you come over here, and you can lay eggs. You have to have birds played to be able to lay eggs because each bird at the bottom here lists how many eggs it can hold. Right now I don't have any birds, so this zone would be pretty useless for me right now. And finally, down here in the water zone, you can get new birds. The birds are listed here. Yeah, that's it, basically. And so this game is a balance between getting the food you need, playing the birds you want, and having eggs to then lay the birds type thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to play this guy first because, yeah, I always like getting the forest first because getting 2 food per turn is way nicer than just 1. So we'll do that. Yes.
Red-bellied woodpecker. These birds' tongues reach out 2 inches for insects, but seeds are half their diet.
So I hope you could hear that, but every time you play a bird, it actually gives you information about the bird. And if you right-click, you can actually read the trivia yourself. So I have 1 turn left in this round, which means these points are going to be calculated soon. If you ever click up here, you can see how you're doing in all the different categories. So right now I'm tied with this guy. And for round 2 as well. Oh, that's the other cool thing about this game. You can always click over to see what this other person has done. I think I'm going to play this. Now, you might be saying, Steve, you don't have 2 worms. That's right. But you can trade in 2 of the same resource as an anything. So in this case, the 2 cherries count as a bonus worm. And I can play the bird. And I have to spend an egg.
Blue-winged warbler. This warbler especially likes to nest on the edges between forest and fields.
Cool. End of first round, and I got the bonus points. Now it's my turn. You switch who goes first between rounds. You know, I kind of want to get another bird. I'll grab this willet. It's not, you know, quite a duck, but it's pretty close to a duck. Or, well, it looks like a duck to me a little bit.
And we'll cache surplus for later.
Oh. Oh, okay. Ravens are amazing in this game. Oh! Yes! We have a duck. I don't even care what else we get. Chickadee, sure. Oh! Oh man, the game tempts me so. Okay, I'm gonna play the duck because, you know, that's what we're going for. Let's see what the information is.
Ruddy duck. To display for mates, males slap their bluebills on their chests and run across the water.
That's pretty interesting. Okay, last round. I'm gonna use this to get another egg. 1 here, and the rest just on this ducky. And we have to discard an egg. No, actually I'm gonna skip it this turn. So I'm just going to say skip. It's gonna say, do you want to skip this? Yes, I do. Let's see. Oh. I didn't mean to skip that. I was just in my own little world. These last rounds go super fast. And here we go. Yep, there we go. I won. And I like this little animation at the end that shows you, compares your points to the other. There we go. And I won with 89 points. That is Wingspan. I hope you can enjoy it. It's a great video game. I'm sure the board game also is amazing. And yeah, happy Duck Stamp Day, I guess. Have a good one.